Hello, everyone. It's New Year's Eve, the day before New Year's Eve. I hope you're all doing well. Hello there, Coffee Angel Crafts. How are you? Hello there, Enid. How are you? I was in other people's lives all day, other than when I've been home. So I didn't get much time to do my own videos. I'm making a basket. I'm okay, says Enid. Good. I'm making a big basket. Look at the inside. Hello, Missy. How are you? Busy crocheting a tote together quickly. Quickly? Is it a gift for New Year's? Missy, hello. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Tina says hello, Coffee Angel and Enid. Okay, you said yep. Coffee Angel Crest. Okay. Tina says hi, Missy. Shatika, hello. How are you, Shatika? Missy says, I'm good. That basket looks like a OSU basket. I wouldn't say it's any specific team colors. It's just a basket with some yarn that I had. Enid says, hi, camper. Oh, Missy is working on a bod scarf. Awesome. Scary Spider, hi. Says, hi, Michelle, it's 2:20 a.m. and I can't sleep, so I will watch and listen for a bit. Hope you are well. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much. I welcome lurkers. I like the thumbs up, though, from everybody watching. But whatever. If you lurk, I'm okay with that. Coffee Angel says, hello, everybody. Missy says, hi, everyone. Tina says, I was on hold for over 4 hours waiting the last time for my husband. It is ridiculous. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Lisa, hello. How are you? And Tina says hi to Lisa. Lisa says hi to Tina. Yarn Again says hello. Hope you are having a great day/night. Yeah, see my brooch. I bought some brooches when I saw Bag a Day had all these pretty brooches. So I bought some. either from Walmart or Amazon. I forget which it comes from. But I bought some pretty brooches to hold my shawls closed. Noni May, hello. Noni May's Life. Welcome in. And Coffee Angel Craft says, I will be lurking mostly too. That's fine. Lisa says, hi, Yarn again. And I am good. And Tina says, maybe sleep a little better if you don't concentrate on spiders. Yes, somebody in here's name is Scary Spiders. Scary Spider. Yeah, don't want to think about spiders when you're trying to sleep. Creepy crawlies all over you. Lisa says, sorry, I didn't make your devotion yesterday. That's okay. You can always watch the replay. Noni May says, I'm listening and lurking. All right. You go, girl. Lurk away. And Camper says, hi, Yarn again. Coffee. How interesting. I like it. What do you like? The brooches? How was your shepherd's pie? It was fantastic, if I say so myself. I love shepherd's pie. And Lisa says, hi, Noni May, scary spider. LOL, I hate spiders. Ugh. And why is your name Scary Spider? Noni May's Life says, hi, Lisa. Enid says, hi, Noni. Tina says, you're going to make more hats when your happy mail arrives. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to get here, but I won that hat thing from Dee's Creative Hands drawing tonight. Lisa says, how's Casey? He played pickleball this morning and he's a little bit achy. But he's doing all right, I guess. He enjoyed my shepherd's pie. Yarn again says, hello, Lisa Knits. Noni May's Life says, I hate spiders so much. I look for them just so I can step on them. And Tina says, hi, Noni May. Noni May says, hi, Camper. Scary Spider says your shawl is pretty, Michelle, and looks warm with like a hug. It does feel nice. I put it on. I put on a brooch to hold it shut, and I wore it out today. Just like this, going to a store. We went shoe shopping. It is kind of nice to be wrapped up in a shawl and not have to hold it shut. Otherwise, it'll fall off my shoulders. Yarn again says, hello, Camper 14. Coffee Angel Crafts says, I like the brooch. Thank you. Noni May says, Michelle, everything you make is so beautiful. Well, thank you. And Camper's laughing. And Enid says, I concur. Thank you. Lisa says, did you get some shoes? Yes. Both my husband and I both got some shoes. And Lisa says, hi, Inherited Stitches. Enid says, hello, Lisa. I crocheted a bit today on my neglected autumnal ripple throw. Well, good for you. Maybe it'll be done by autumn of 2023. Right, Enid? That's cool, though. You can get a head start on getting your fall throw done. And Tina says, I squished them too after I quit shaking. Jessie the Crafty Gypsy says, hi, Michelle. Hello there, Jessie. How are you? And Sadie, thank you so much. She says, congratulations on your win tonight. Thank you. Tina says, hi, Jessie and Sadie. And Enid says, I've almost fainted at the sight of a feral field mouse in my kitchen before. Wow. And Lisa says, I am about just over 10 hours and I will be in the new year. Woohoo! Yeah, because when I do my devotionals in the morning, you usually are there, and it's close to midnight when that happens for you. Hey, I wanted to show you my, this is for the Casablanca Afghan. This is two of the, I had to make two of these squares for the Casablanca Afghan for kit number 7. And then I need to make 2 of these also for this month. And then I'll wait till next month to see what they're having me do for next month for the Casablanca Afghan. Oh, Enid is beautiful. I'm grateful. Wait, I'm way behind here, I think. Lisa said, yeah, I read that. I am grateful for every time my cat assassinates one of those dang mice. I saw one downstairs the other day. My cat will get it. Enid says, beautiful, thank you. Sadie says, I had a over foot-long rat, wow, in my house, not counting his tail. I ran out of my house. Wow. That's a big rat, Sadie. Coffee Angel Craft says, awesome squares. Thank you. Yarn Again says, wow, those are nice. Thank you. So I got to make these 2 of these. And I'll show you what the Afghan is going to look like. That's the Afghan. I've got this whole big section in the blue all done. And now I'm working on the squares gradually. Okay. Let's see. Tina says, I'm getting hungry for a snack of some sort. Don't say rats or spiders. Enid says, oh my gosh, Sadie, long ago a wharf rat ran down the hallway in the place I lived for part of my 20s. It was huge. Wow. Lisa says, wow, Michelle, that's gorgeous squares you made for the Casablanca blanket. Scary Spider says, you're going to beat me to it, Lisa. Happy New Year. And Sadie says, where did you get the pattern? This is an Annie's Cake Club. It's expensive. It's like $27 a month. And there's 10 issues, 10 months. But you learn new stitches, new ways of doing things, and they have tutorials for the whole thing on a website that I log into, and all my stuff comes up. Everything I ordered from them comes up. Lisa says, Scary Spider, when you're there, Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, Lisa. Your Happy New Year very soon for you. Enid says, another time I saw a wharf rat next to a creek. They eat ducklings. Ew. Although I am not fearful of rats, this makes no sense, I know. Scary Spider says, those squares look complicated. Great job. Thank you. And Yarnigan says, that's pretty. Thank you. I fell in love with this Afghan. Normally, I don't pay for stuff like this, but for monthly things like this. Tina says, I rented a place and had emptied the trash. I hadn't put a new bag in, and when I went there was a rat in it that couldn't get out. I almost died right there when it jumped up at me. Wow, Tina, that would scare me to pieces. And it says it's the mice's beady eyes and how they just run across the floor like, ugh. Enid says, laugh out loud, camper. That would scare the bejesus out of me. Hi, Tank. How are you? Enid says, my husband gets very angry at mice incursions. It's kind of his man versus mice battle. Tank says, hey, everyone. Tina says, hi, Tank. Tank says, hi, Tina. Lisa says, Michelle, I am going to get something to eat. Thank you for the chat, and Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you as well, Lisa, but I'll see you in the morning if you're there at the devotional. I do live devotionals every morning at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. So just to let you know, for everyone who wants to come. So that's 7:30 Eastern Time in the morning, 5:30 Mountain Time, 4:30 Pacific Time. Okay, so now everybody's saying bye, Lisa. And Lisa says, hi, Tank, bye. Sadie, a friend, had a mouse in her washroom, so she put the cat in there to get the mouse. We waited a while, and when we opened the door, the cat was sitting on the toilet, and the mouse was just chilling. Sadie, that is hilarious. Tank says, goofy headed. No headache now, but strange. I'm so sorry, Tank. I hate when goofy headedness happens. I hate it. It's kind of like getting dizzy and not knowing why. Camper says, good thing I was younger. At my age, I'd pee right on the floor with a scare like that. I hear you, Tina. Yarn Again says, Happy New Year, Lisa Knits. Yeah, when it's early in the morning in the United States, she's gonna be it's gonna be midnight there. Because she's usually in my lives in the morning, my devotionals. And she goes to bed shortly after getting there. Enid says, oh man, Sadie, I played Eye of the Tiger for my cat. She started hunting them. Wham. Her first kill, she decided that was awesome, so she has killed several others. I have absolute faith in her mousing abilities. Woohoo! Yay, cat. Go, cat, go. And Camper says, oh, so sorry, Tank. I went through horrible headaches last weekend when I was sick. Lasted 3 days. Makes you feel foggy. Lydia says, hi, Michelle and everyone, she says. And Tina says, hi, Lydia. How are you, Lydia? Tank says, I think mine is from sneezing so hard. I pinched a nerve in my back and neck. Meds have helped, but meds make me feel like a hangover. Sometimes I hate medicine because it makes you feel worse than what it's supposed to help. Lydia says, hi, Tina. And Enid says, she is 12, but very spry and fast. She be but small, she be mighty. She keeps the 95-pound Labrador Retriever under control. That sounds just like a cat. Enid says, ouch, Tank. Yeah, big ouch. Enid, Lydia says, I'm doing okay. So glad to hear it, Lydia. Enid says, I messed up my toes fetching the mail. That teaches you to run out barefoot. How did you mess up your toes? Enid says, my daughter hit herself in the nose with her own knee. Wow. Trip to urgent care. How did you know I went outside barefoot? I figured if they were protected in shoes, they wouldn't have gotten hurt. I slipped on some black ice. I don't know if my toes are sprained or what. Why were you going outside in the cold with bare feet, without shoes on? Camper says, oh my, Enid, the doctor will be saying, you sure need your own self in the nose. Sadie says, my friend and I would go to the lake. We rented a cabin there. The family that owned the cabin had 2 black cats. They would catch the moles. Another cat visited, but my friend didn't want him around. And Enid says, because I will go to heck before putting on shoes to walk 10 feet. Also, it was a little above freezing. And Lydia says, I don't go out barefoot. I always have shoes on. My feet get cold without shoes, even inside. Sadie says he said that he was not a good hunter and couldn't get a mouse. And Tank says, I wear flip-flops. You know, that's not good for your feet. As you get older, our arches tend to fall. So flip-flops are not good for people's feet. There's no arch support. And it says, no, my daughter need her own nose. Your daughter is 12, right? She's at that awkward stage where your body grows faster than the rest of you. Enid says, I couldn't find my Crocs, blah. Enid says, 9. Tank says, flip-flops are better than barefoot. Well, I can't wear flip-flops. So, I mean, I could, but I can't walk in them. And Enid says she is really tall for 9. Oh, your daughter is 9. I thought she was older than that for some reason. But yeah, she's at that awkward stage where your body grows faster than you. Oh, Queen's Crafts by Bridget is here, and I'm going to let her in. Hello, Bridget. How are you? I don't have the Nightbot. And your son is 11. Okay. So yeah, I don't have Nightbot. So if you want your links dropped, you can ask one of our moderators to drop your link. Bridget says, I'm wonderful. How are you? I'm doing pretty good today. I've gotten more, about 10 more subscribers today. So it's getting there. I'm like 10 away from 600. Maybe we'll have a New Year's giveaway. And Camper says, hi, Bridget. Enid says, I need to find my Crocs and put them where I can always find them. And Tank says, hi, Bridget, hon. Sadie says, one day we heard a noise in the bush and the cat walked out with a rabbit hanging out of its mouth. He held his head high and proud as if to say, I don't need to catch a mouse. I can catch a rabbit. Enid says, I rushed out the door to get my Joanne's order from the mailbox. Enid's like, Eek, Sadie. Bridget says, hello, Tank. Tank dropped Bridget's link. Thank you, Tank. Tina says, I wear mine inside every time I walk, Enid. And Lydia says, hi, Bridget. Bridget says, Tina hugs. Tank dropped Enid's link. Lydia says, hi, Tank. Bridget says, Lydia hugs. Enid says, I got Ada an embroidery clover hoop, paper piercing thread, and some big quilter's basting needles. Now you're talking embroidery and cross-stitching and stuff. I haven't done that in a long time because I can't see the tiny holes anymore. Enid says, thanks, Tank, for dropping her link. Tank dropped Lydia's link. And Lydia says, thank you, Tank. Tank dropped Sadie's link. And Sadie says, I ordered my first yarn order ever 2 days ago from Joann's. Awesome. Can't wait to see what you got, Sadie. Bridget says, I'll be lurking, but wanted to say hello before I go into the new wheel. Happy New Year. Happy crafting. Thank you, Bridget. I'm so glad you came to see me. Lydia says, hi, Sadie. Enid says, I made an appointment for my eye exam. Good. Tank says, you got it today, Bridget? Tina says, you're going to have to wear your reader cheaters. Who? Sadie says, hi, Yarnworks. Enid says, yarn is so expensive now I basically have to choose embroidery or yarn, and for now, embroidery wins. That's okay. We all have our vices. Lydia says, hi, Inherited Stitches. And Enid says, hi, Lydia. Bridget, yes, Tank, she is home and spinning beautiful yarn. Wonderful. Congratulations. Tank dropped Tina's link. And Tank said, that's awesome, Bridget. Of course. I have mag eyes. I've got this. I ordered this from Amazon, and it's great. I love it. It lights up too. The mag eyes, I bought something similar to that, and I can't figure them out yet. I gotta practice with them more. You, Michelle, says Camper. Okay, I'll have to wear this thing. Bronx Girl, hello. She says, hi, everyone. Tank says, Bridget got a new spinning wheel today. That is awesome. She's going to make up some beautiful yarn. Lydia says, Sadie, you can call me Lydia. Okay. Enid says, everything for embroidery is crazy now, too. Yep. So I am making a basket, a big, beautiful basket. It is a pattern by Jada in Stitches. Oh, Tank dropped Bronx Girls link. Sadie, you got a lot done today. Yes, I did. It was like the first or second row past the base. So I did get a lot done today. I didn't make any videos today other than my live this morning and this live. I was watching other people's videos and crocheting and entering giveaways. And I won one. These creative hands is gonna send me, or Sherry, I think, is gonna send me something. Bronx Girl says, thank you, Tank. And Tank says, you're welcome. Enid says, I bought some silk thread and a reproduced sampler from the 19th century and some Lugana. I don't know what that says. Tank says, yes, you did. What did I do, Tank? Enid says, oh, and my favorite cross-stitch needles, Tulip makes them. Cool, Enid. I got some Tulip crochet hooks for Christmas. Tank says Sherry was giving the sets tonight. Okay, the hat sets. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Sherry's gonna send them. Lydia says, I had to work today. I'm so exhausted today. Get some rest, Lydia. Oh, if I recall correctly. Okay. I don't know all these acronyms on chat, on text. Tina says, you heard anything about Susan Peppermint Stitches, Tank? I hadn't heard it for about a week. Enid says, I have a lot of tulip crochet hooks. LOL. All right. And Tank says, no, I haven't, Tina. Yep. Tank says, I want an amigurumi, but I don't do them. Yeah, and so you gave it to somebody, and that was nice of you. Lydia says, everyone, please send prayers. Joanne, she needs them. Who's Joanne? Tina says, Tank, she was at rehab, not able to walk. Bronx Girl says, sending prayers to Joanne. Who's Joanne, Lydia? And Tank says, oh, okay, Tina. Lydia says, dealing. Oh, darling. Okay. We will pray for Joanne. And it says, not being able to walk is horrible. Yes, I know. I don't know if you all know my issues with my legs, but it's a miracle that I'm walking. Lydia says her mother passed away on... Oh, no. Joanne's mother passed away on Christmas Day. Wow. Wow. That's horrible. So besides this and the squares for the Casablanca Afghan, I've also got a corner to corner Afghan going. Oh, wow, that happens a lot. Lydia says, yes, it was Joanne, had a rough year. Keep her in prayer, please, and thank you. Okay, will do, Lydia. Bronx Girl says, I love that basket. I made a few for my granddaughters, but smaller ones. Well, cool. When I first found this pattern at Jada and Stitches, I made one and I thought I am going to use up all my yarn or most of my worsted weight yarn making these baskets. And of course, other things came up and I kept wanting to make other things besides baskets. So anyway, but yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm ready to start the handles section. I've got my 30 rows rounds, and now I'm ready to do the handles. Coffee Angel Craft says praying for Joanne. Yeah. And Tina says I don't have room for baskets. I figured that they'd be a good place to store yarn. Bronx Girl says they work up very fast. Yeah. Looking forward to getting it done. Then I can make Lydia says, thank you, Coffee Angel Craft. Yeah, thank you. Praying for Joanne. That's tough. So, I got an Annie's catalog in the mail the other day, and I found my Afghan right there. The Afghan I'm making. They're advertising their kit clubs on this page. Okay. Who is Lynn? Tank? I don't know who Lynn is. Is that you, Coffee Angel Crafts? Lydia says, I need to make a basket for my animals. I have, when I have them on my bed, I can keep everything in there. Cool. Well, it's coffee, but Lynn is the short version. All right. Oh, yeah, Lynette, right? Okay. But yeah, I got this catalog from Annie's Kit Clubs, or Annie's advertising their stuff. And I saw all these stuffed animals and I just want to make them all, you know? Yep, Lynette. Okay. This was a bag-a-day pattern. And I just put a brooch on it to keep it closed so it doesn't keep falling off my shoulders. But it's a triangle scarf or shawl. It's very pretty. Thank you, Bronx girl. Dude, what pattern? This is her Bag a Day's Annabelle shawl, I believe. Enid says I was sidetracked. Sorry. So this is Bag a Day's Annabelle shawl. Very easy. But I made this about 2 weeks ago. Mimi Cat Do, hello. How are you? Tina says, you asked me about the mermaid yarn. It takes very little yarn. Any scrap would work. Okay. Tank says, I'm almost finished with a pure innocent shawl with a twist for Dee's Creative Hands Crochet. Wonderful. Can't wait to see it. Lydia says, hello, Mimi. And Enid dropped a link. This one, I can't open it while I'm on my videos. While I'm at my live, I cannot click on something that'll take me out of my live. Tank says, hugs, Mimi. Tina says, hi, Mimi. Mimi says, hi, Lydia. Hugs. Hugs, Tank. Doing okay tonight. Good. I was showing them about what I've been working on. I made some squares for the Casablanca Afghan, which here's my kit number 7 instructions that came with it. They tell me I needed to make 2 of these, which I did. There's 2 of these that I made. And I got to make 2 of these, which I haven't started those yet. Lydia says, Mimi, guess what I am doing now? I have a smile on my face. I would say you're crocheting or working on your knitting loom. Mimi says, hello, Tina, hugs. I've also got a basket that I'm making. Jada and Stitch's basket pattern. I haven't made the handles yet. Newfie Grandma Creates. Hello, I changed my name on YouTube. So you're no longer Sadie? Huh. That was quick because you were Sadie in this live earlier. And Lydia says, I'm working on knitting needles. Wonderful. That's awesome, Lydia. And Sadie says, no, I'm going to be someone else. I don't understand then, Sadie. You're not Sadie anymore? It said it would take 2 or 3 days before it would change. I'm Newfie Grandma now. Okay, Newfie Grandma. Why are you... What? How did you come up with that name? I'm a Newfie Grandma. I know what Newfie means. You're from Newfoundland, Canada? I'm a grandma and I'm from Newfoundland. Mm-hmm. Newfie Grandma. Okay. I guess it fits. I'm not a grandma yet, so I couldn't add that to my name. I thought it was a typo for newbie, said Tina. I usually go by Newfie Grandma, but Google put my email in there. Hi, Cricket. How are you? She says, hello, Michelle and all. I can't believe how awesome we're doing. I got 19 thumbs. That's wonderful, Newfie Grandma. Tank says, hi, Cricket. And Tina says, hi, Cricket. And Cricket says, feeling somewhat better. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Cricket. I've been praying for you. And we prayed for you yesterday, too. right when the devotional time started at 6:30 my time, which is 7:30 your time. Lydia says, hi, Cricket. Lynette says, I'm a great grandma. I feel so old now. Well, I'm not a grandma yet because I didn't start young, and my kids aren't starting, they're waiting till their upper 20s also. Newfie Grandma says, you have 22 thumbs. Woohoo! Cricket says, congrats to the grandma. Which one? There's a bunch of them in here, but I'm not one of them. Bronx Girl says, I'm a grandma of 10 grandkids. Wow, that's a lot. Newfie Grandma says, I have 10 grandkids as well. Wow. I feel kind of left out. Because here I am going to be 55. And I don't have any. And my kids aren't expecting, and they're not wanting kids right away. Although my daughter said as soon as they get married, which is in May, they're going to start trying to get pregnant. Tank says, I have 2 grandsons that I know of. Wow. Bronx Girl says, isn't it fun? Christmas was a blast. How old are your grandkids? Newfie Grandma says, you'll get there one day. Cricket says, I'm sorry I missed the last bit. My tablet took a dive out. That's okay, Cricket. Tank says, I have not Tank. Lynette says, I have great grandkids and 2 great grandkids. Wow, amazing. Cricket says, I seen that you all were praying, and I am so thankful for that. Thank you so much. You're welcome. God hears our prayers. Newfie Grandma says, I was working and my boss was 35 having his first child, and I was 35 having my first grandchild. Wow. Tina says, my son will look like the grandfather by the time his daughter gets out of school. Uh-huh. Cricket says, I get to use my phone now. Well, there's always another way, right? So I was sharing with them things I was making, Cricket. I've got a big basket. I've got to do the handles still. I've got my squares for the Casablanca Afghan. I've got 2 of them, these patterns, but I still need to make 2 like this one for kit number 7. Cricket says, just confirm confined to the chair for a while, have to sleep in it for breathing reasons. I see. Bronx Girl said the oldest is 14. Then you got 12, 12, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 5, 5. I do have one set of twins, the 8-year-olds. My daughter-in-laws were pregnant together. Cool. And Cricket says grandkids is a whole different type of love. And Lydia says, you've been busy, Michelle. Yes, I have. Tina says, I do that most of the time, Cricket. I do that most of the time. Oh, sitting up in a chair to sleep for breathing purposes. That's what Tina does most of the time. Newfie Grandma says, does everyone use a camera or a phone for record or to go live? I go live on my computer because right now I've got my laptop here. I record videos. If there are tutorials I use where you don't see my face, but only what's on the table, I use my document camera, which is plugged into the computer. But if I'm going to record videos where you see my face, then I do them on my phone. Okay. Cricket said the Casablanca is going to be so beautiful. Thank you. I think it will too. Nana Michelle, hello. She says, hi, Michelle, and all in the chat. I am so excited. I hardly ever get over 20 thumbs. So I am so excited. Thank you all. And Tank says, hi, Nana Michelle. Lydia says, I use my phone on live and video. And then she says, hello, Nana Michelle. Bronx Girl says, hi, Nana Michelle. And Cricket says, hello, Nana Michelle. How are you? Camper says, hi, Nana Michelle. So you were one of the winners also in one of the lives today, Nana Michelle. No, it was the other Michelle, the Yarny Disaster Michelle. Lynette says, good night all, take care, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I'm so happy you all came to be with me. That was Michelle Underwood. Yep, Michelle Underwood won something. Newfie Grandma said, my grandkids are 21, 19, 17, 17, 16, 15, 13, 13, 13, 11. Wow. My goodness. And you were grandma at the age of 35. So we're about the same age. You're a little bit older, but not much. Tank says, good night, Lynette. Michelle says, hi all, I'm missing working on my beaded half circle shawl. This thing is getting big. It's a cis homemade shawl. That sounds beautiful, Michelle. Can't wait to see it. Tina says, good night, Lynette. And Newfie Grandma says, I will be 57 on January 10. Okay, I'll be 55 in June. Bronx Girl says, I'm working on a star stitch blanket for one of my granddaughters. Oh, the star stitch is so beautiful. I would love to see a picture of it. I started a Facebook page before I had a community tab for my subscribers and I to post pictures of things we're making. I would love to see pictures of everything you all create. And if you want, you could send me a friend request to my Facebook page. It's linked in the description box. And I will accept you. It's for the subscribers to my YouTube channel. Okay. Cricket says I will be 61 on the 2nd of January. Tank says I'll be 62 on March 1st. Enid says trying to finish this cross stitch project before January 1st. Good luck with that, Enid. Those take a long time. Tina says, I feel like I'm 85. I feel that way sometimes too. Newfie Grandma says, cool, we are all around the same age. Enid says, I'm 48. She's the young one. She's the baby. Camper says, I'm already 62. Tank says, Enid is the baby of the bunch. It sounds like it. And Enid says, wow, Newfie, congrats. Tina says, I'm 6 months older than you, Tank. Enid says, I'm turning 49 in May. You're the baby still. You're under 50. Bronx Girl says, I turned 65 in November. Tank, it's the road we travel that wears us out. Uh-huh. I can't disagree with you, Tank, so I gotta agree with you. Enid says, I have the spine of a 60-year-old. My legs were mangled, and it's a miracle I can walk, and it affects every other part of my body. So I hurt all the time. And some days I hurt worse than others. Camper says, I told my husband that just tonight I worked myself to death. It destroyed my body. And he probably brushed it off like, yeah. Newfie Grandma says, yeah. Enid says, sad. Camper. Newfie Grandma says, I suffer every day in pain. Yep, me too. Lydia says, Michelle, I'm going set a live tonight. One of my YouTube friends wants me to do one. All right, Lydia, I'm sorry I won't be there. I gotta go to bed soon. I get up too early. I'm gonna be up at 6:30 to do a live tomorrow, to start at 6:30. Enid did some emojis. I don't know what that means. Bronx girl, that's awful, Michelle. I got hit by a car when I was a kid. And they said I wouldn't live through it. My legs were mangled. Supposedly there were only 2 big breaks, but my legs were all over the place. They said the reason why I made it through that accident alive is because I was young. Camper says he didn't do that to his. Forever Blessed, hello. You're another one of the winners, the big winners tonight. You won that something on a live also. Tank says, listen, my bed is calling my name. Yeah, mine too, but I'm doing a live and I'm telling it to hold on a minute. Enid says it's a heart emoticon. That sounds like something. AFCII, maybe? I don't know what that is, Enid. Lydia says it's okay, Michelle. Okay. And Tank says, hi, forever. Lydia says, I hear it, Tank. No, that's funny. Tina hears your bed calling your name, Tank. Sorry, Enid, I don't know what all these emojis mean. Tank says, I think you made it because of God. Uh-huh. Definitely. Bronx girl says, God bless you. Newfie grandma says, the body has a way of regenerating itself. Tank says, where did Forever win it? I don't know. I was in so many lives today. I was in Crystal's live. I was in Dee's live. I was in Melissa's live. I don't know what other lives I was in, but I was in a bunch. Tina says, I want to believe that, Sadie, but not sure it's going to get started. You know, Tina says second chances are available to us all. And Enid says, hopefully going to so many crafters. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost about what discussion is which. I thought I heard your name mentioned as a winner in somebody's live. It was one of those where they do the live drawings right there. Pick a number or have the computer pick somebody's comment or Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. Enid says, lives, you will reach 1,000 followers quickly. Well, it's been taking me a while, even though I do 2 or 3 lives a day usually. Cricket says, I'm going to go now, guys. I got to take some meds and kind of relax. Starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, you take care, Cricket. We'll see you tomorrow sometime or the next day. Just take care of yourself, okay, Cricket? Get some rest. Cricket says, well, have a good night and stay safe and God bless you. Thank you. You too, Cricket. Stay safe. God bless you. And we'll continue praying for your continued healing. Enid says, I hit return by accident. Duh. I noticed you had a jump of subscribers, Michelle. Yeah, I've been going to lives and hoping they could get me some followers, some people to sign up for my lives, subscribe to me. Take care, Cricket, says Tina. Hope to see you again in the morning, Cricket. Enid says you're a sneeze from 600. And Bronx Girl says, I'll look for your lives. I'm enjoying them. Good deal. Newfie Grandma says, good night, everyone. Good night. Stay safe and stay warm. Oh, yeah. Will do. Good night, Cricket, says Bronx Girl. Enid says, you now have 20 more than I do. LOL. It's not a race, but I've been on YouTube a lot more than you have. You've done a lot more short videos, but I've done a lot more lives. Cricket says, I think I was D's. She won in. Think it was D's. She won in. Forever Blessed. You won in D's. Okay. Enid says, good night, Cricket. Forever Blessed. I think I won a week ago. Tina says, bye, Sadie. Bronx Girl, good night, Newfie Grandma. Tank says, be right back, coffee. I like that. Bronx Girl says, I find myself addicted to lives. I love having you here. Bronx Girl, if you're an early morning person, I do a live at 6:30 Central Time, which is 7:30 Eastern Time. We do a devotional. I read a devotional. Enid says, yes, true. Lives aren't my thing usually. Too introvert. You're too introverted. Yeah, but you love me. Isn't that right, Enid? Maybe it's that you thought we were in competition all this time. Newfie Grandma says, I'm going to have to write down everyone's name. Well, based on your picture, Newfie Grandma, you're Sadie. I see your little icon picture by your name, and to me, it's Sadie E. Okay, Bronx Girl is Jane. Well, it's nice to know you, Jane. And Camper is Tina. Says, I went for about a week, hardly any on any. Been trying to catch up a little. Look who's here, Zach's Crafts and More. Welcome in, Zach. So good to have you here. And Elaine, wow, thank you for being here. She says, hi, Michelle, and everyone in the chat. Laying down listening gave you a thumbs up. Woohoo! Please don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Okay. Newfie Grandma says, but I might change my pick. Oh, it's such a good picture, though, Sadie. You don't want to change a good picture. I love that picture. And Tina says, we can talk enough to make up for your quiet. And then she says, hi, Elaine. And Zach says, sorry, Michelle, I keep missing you. That's okay. You're a night person. I'm generally a morning person. So we're going to miss each other because when you're raring to go online, I'm ready for bed, which I am, but I'm up anyway. Newfie Grandma says 26 thumbs. I've got 27 now. Enid says 28 upvotes on my end. Wonderful. It looks like 27 on my end, but that's okay. I don't think I have had this many when I was kind of new, when I was doing the top that Ivy and Jen made, the Jen Ivy top. I was getting a lot of viewers then because Ivy and Jennifer were coming into my lives to check out my progress on the top. Newfie Grandma says 28. I still see 27. Zach says, I don't know why, but I've been craving lima beans. Really? Oh, boy. So, for everyone who just came in, I'm making a big basket. I'm using 3 strands of worsted weight yarn held together throughout. Tank says, okay, got my coffee, going to get ready for bed tonight, everyone. All right, you take care, Tank. It's lovely. Loved having you here. Hope to see you again in my lives and in my devotionals. Zach says, I'm not pregnant, I promise. And Bronx Girl said, those are not my favorite at all. What's not your favorite, Jane? I'm confused. What's not your favorite? Not my favorite beans. Ah. Okay. Elaine says, that is because you are on your live, but you'll see 28 on another device. Okay. And when I get off my live, I'm going to give it a like too. Bronx Girl says the basket is hard on the hands. Yes. Lima beans. Yep. And Newfie Grandma says that is what I was thinking you might be pregnant. Sorry, Zach. I know you don't need this abuse. Newfie Grandma says lima beans. Mimi says 67 going 68 in July. And Bronx Girl's laughing. About the lima beans thing and pregnant. Zach says, Mimi, do you like lima beans? Bronx Girl says, yep. Mimi says, hi, Zach. And then Michelle. Newfie Grandma says, I love them in chili. This is a bag-a-day pattern I made. It's the Annabelle shawl. And I put a pin here to hold it shut over me. I bought a lot of these brooches when Bag-A-Day was showing off a bunch of the brooches she had. I don't know, not sure if I ordered this from Walmart or from Amazon. Pretty shawl, so pretty. Thank you. It's the Annabelle shawl. It's very simple when it's very repetitive once you get through Bag-A-Day does a great job walking you through it. So pretty, thank you. Zach says, I feel bad for the poor lima beans. No one likes them besides me. Oh. Tina says, I only eat them in vegetable soup. Try not to look at them thinking I can sneak them in. My husband has acquired an issue with beans, all beans. The link was above for your shawl, Michelle. Okay, Tina posted the link for my shawl, the Annabelle shawl from Bag-A-Day. Hello, Ravant. How are you? Bronx Girl said I was never a fan of beans, any kind. Okay, I eat them. I like them in soups and stews and chili. But other than that, I don't like them. Ravant says, good morning, Michelle. It's nighttime here, Ravant. Zach says, beans are fun to eat and they make you gassy. LOL. That's the problem, Zach. If you want to make friends, you can't be gassy. Newfie Grandma says, I don't see the link. It's farther up in the chat. Yeah. Ravant says, I am doing great. I hope the same with you. Yes, I'm doing pretty good. I've got 27 thumbs up. That's huge for me. And I did watch your video on the baby chicks being born, Ravant. Yay, I made Michelle laugh. Well, I wasn't in a bad mood today. There were times in these lives that I was very sad. But not right now. I'm doing pretty good right now. Yeah, awesome on the thumbs. Yes. Bronx Girl says, oh, really? That's because I wasn't on them. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. You're saying because you weren't in my previous videos when I was sad, and you're here now and I'm happy. Is that it, Jane? Tina put the Annabelle shawl link down in the chat again. Thank you, Tina, for Crystal's Annabelle shawl tutorial. So if anybody wants that shawl pattern or the tutorial, Tina put it in the link in the chat. Ravant says, thank you. I was tending to the chicks and their mother. So how many chicks are there now, Ravant? I know there were 4 when you took the video, but it looked like there were some that weren't hatched yet. Zach says, I also like Brussels sprouts. A lot of people don't like them either. My brother loves Brussels sprouts. He grows them in Tennessee. I started eating them and I don't mind them. I kind of like them. My husband does not. But everybody's got their own thing, right? Ravant says, hey, Tina. Hey, Passion. Bronx Girl says, yes. I'm happy just because Jane is here. If Jane wasn't here, I'd be pouting. Is that what you think? Tina says, hi, Ravant. I couldn't see it anymore, so I put it in the chat. Thank you, Tina. Passion for Yarn says, hi, Star. Ravant says, why is it called an Annabelle shawl? It's just the name. It's this shawl. Just to give it a name to differentiate it from another type of shawl, another pattern. Tina says, nope, not them either. Not a fan of them either, says Bronx Girl. Okay. Newfie Grandma says everything is okay when you put it in soup. And Ravan says, I got 10 out of 12 eggs. All 10 are healthy babies. Woohoo! New life on the farm, on the homestead. Ravan says, hey, Bronx. Bronx Girl says, we have to lift each other up. Yes, we do. Definitely. And Tina says, that's what Bod named it in her video. And Bronx Girl says, my son used to have chickens. The eggs were delicious. My mother was able to eat them and not get a stomachache. Wow. And Nana Michelle, that is so pretty. Thank you. You're talking my shawl, right? Newfie Grandma says one of her daughters called Annabelle. Not that I know of. Her oldest, she's got 2 daughters, I think, and 3 sons. And her oldest is Olivia, and her youngest is, man, I should know this. No, they are not Sadie. Okay. She likes Victorian things, so I guess the name would be fitting. Ravan says, hi, Newfie. And cool, Bronx. Rose. They call her Rose, but that's not her first name. Evelyn. Evelyn Rose. That's kind of a Victorian sounding name, isn't it? Evelyn Rose. Ravan says, hey, Nana. So I've been making, when I start making these baskets, I want to make a bunch of them because they are yarn eaters. So you can make a lot of baskets and use up a lot of yarn. And they're very useful. Because I'm making this holding 3 strands of yarn together. I've got a light blue seafoam green and a olive green and red. So they use up a lot of yarn. And you'll need about 300 yards of each color. So that's 900 yards, is what Jada said, Jada in Stitches. So with a lot of my 4-weight, worsted weight, solid colored yarn, yeah, 900 yards in one of these. I haven't finished this one yet. I still have to make the handles. Newfie Grandma says I have to go. I'm falling asleep. I hear you, Newfie Grandma. I hope you have a good night's sleep, and I will talk to you tomorrow or the next day. Thank you for being here. Bronx Girl says good night. Newfie Grandma says, I will keep you running. Well, thank you. You don't have to, but thank you. Camper says good night. Ravon says, see you later, Newfie. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. 28 thumbs. Woohoo. Night, Newfie, says Enid. 29 upvotes. Yeah, I'm doing good. I got 29 on mine, so there must be 30 now. Ravon says, hey, Enid. Tina says, tomorrow night, New Year comes in. Uh-huh. Newfie says 29. That's what mine shows. Ravon says, for me, it's tonight. Yeah, right now for you, it's, you're what, 9 hours ahead of me. 9.5 hours. So yeah, you, it's really early. Enid says, hi, Star. 30 upvotes. Woohoo! Kemper says, you already January 1st? He says, nope, 9:30 in the morning on the 31st. Ravant teaches English in India. Enid says, any tigers? Actually, there are, Enid. Tigers and elephants and big bugs. And rats that they can't kill because they're sacred or something. Cobras that they can't kill because they're sacred or something. Ravant says, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Or are you thanking someone else, Ravant? Enid says, I met in his yard. Oh, you'll have to talk to him about that. I think he mentioned something about that last night. Tina says, I don't like bugs of any kind. How about rodents and rats? Yes, they keep prowling around the farm, picking up stray dogs. Wow. You're talking tigers, right, Ravant? Enid says, I like honeybees, bumblebees, butterflies, and some other insects. Well, that's most people like those things. Bronx Girl's like, oh my God, no rats. Tina says, no, thank you. And Enid is over there still thinking about the insects she likes, dragonflies. Tina, and then I think millipedes are cool. Ravant said, yes, tigers and leopards. Wow. Tina says, dragonflies are okay as long as they land on someone else. Enid says, centipedes freak me out though. But millipedes are okay? Ravant says, I like damselflies more than dragonflies. I didn't know there was such a thing as damselflies, other than maybe a female dragonfly. Enid says, I like snails too, but those are mollusks. Oh, I like grasshoppers and stuff. Millipedes are harmless. Centipedes, though, shiver. And Tina says, I'm not sharing my space with bugs or rodents. Enid says, damselflies are smaller than dragonflies. And Ravan says, oh, damselflies are so tender, like miniature dragonflies. Mm-hmm. Okay. Enid says, go watch Centipede versus Tarantula or something. No way. I don't like that stuff. Ravan says, yes, I got them on my yard, but very hard to get on the camera. Enid said, it's the stuff of nightmares. That's why I don't want to watch it. I don't. But I think I'm going to head off to everyone, even though we're got into talking about insects and all this interesting stuff. Ravant says centipedes always lurk underneath small rocks. Always wear flip-flops. Flip-flops are no good for your feet. There's no arch support. Enid says, I'd rather go hang with rats at an Indian temple than mess with centipedes or wasps. Tina says, bugs are disappearing before our eyes, not anywhere near as many. No. Enid says, beat stepping on an aggro centipedes. Ravan says, true, Tina. Mm-hmm. Enid says, we had loads of grasshoppers, other species like those last summer, like usual. But when we were little, there were a lot more than there are now. Ravant says, I got a swarm of swallows over my garden now. No clue why. Enid says, Colorado equals plains insects. Bronx Girl said, good night, Michelle. Good night, everyone. Wishing everyone a happy and healthy new year. Happy New Year to you, too. Happy and healthy. And safe for everyone. Enid says, oh, cute star. Probably eating mosquitoes on the wing. Oh, a swarm of swallows. Enid said flies and other nasties. Ravan says, good night, Bronx. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. I'm going to be going to bed. I'll be up at 6:30 for the 6:30 devotional tomorrow morning, which is, 7:30 Eastern time, 5:30 Colorado time. Just in case Enid wants to join us. It's nighttime for you, Ravant. I guess so, Enid. Okay. It's 9:10 p.m. here right now. So what time will it be when I do the devotionals? Okay. Ravant. Happy New Year to you too, Tina. Hey, Star, I love tea. LOL. Some ASSAM is my favorite. Huh. I'm going to get out. I hope you all have a great evening, day, morning, night, wherever you're at. Happy New Year to all of that. If I don't see you tomorrow, it's a tea cultivar from some region of India. LOL, Enid. Assam tea is good. I mostly drink hot tea because I'm a northerner. Also, basmati is my favorite rice. Okay. I'm going to head out, and I hope you all have a great night, great day, wherever you're at. Enjoy. Happy New Year to you too, Michelle. Thank you. And Enid. Happy New Year, Star. Good night, Michelle. Good night. Hope you all, I'll be on at 6:30 Central Time tomorrow morning. Just putting it out there. So if you can make it, great. If not, no worries. All right. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.